Hi guys, Randall here. Just like the last class match season, I'm going to try to show my games and record them as I play. I've had a really good experience doing that last season, but for this season, man, I'm a little bit less confident. I feel like the matchups are going to be very difficult, so we'll see how it goes. This is my team. I'm actually at cost 530 because I was unable to bridge the gap. Either it was above the limit or 530, so that's how it is. We're running Shadowlynx as a Dragoon for as much mobility as possible. So she's moved 5 and 4, but she can go to 6 and 5. And then we're banking on her status effects more than anything, but she's pretty evadey if need be. She's also running the Wells DMR for even more evasion, even though we don't have illusion from the Samurai subjob. Then we have Frederika. I feel like in this season, Frederika is kind of a must because she's a ranged unit and it's a flat map where it's really difficult to protect yourself against ranged attackers. So she should be able to take out most enemies. One thing to notice is I lack one Blossom to get her final ability, so there is no way for me to give Frederika any defense penetration. Hopefully she does enough with that, and by the end of the season, I should have that last Blossom. And then finally, Black Witch Helena. She's another character that can deal with enemy evasion teams. She has Mashari's TMR for the barriers, and then Spellblade in case we're fighting mages. So she should be doing a good job. She's the one that has a weaker Vision Card and Esper compared to the other guys, but I feel like she should still perform well. She still has 87 agility and 1100 magic, and Cactuar gives her some Man-Eater still. So even though we sacrifice a little bit of her stats to be able to get all these units in our team, I feel like she should be performing pretty well. So with that said, let's go in game and cross our fingers. This season I really want to perform well, if possible. Last season was a really good one, and I felt maybe 1 or 2 wins short of landing in the top 10 to get that new title. It would be really fun to get it this time, but hey, it's a really tough performance, and there is some matter of luck in the matchmaking, right? Who do you face against? Do you fight the top players, the weaker players sometimes? In the early games of the season, the pressure is a little bit less important, just because of the way the point system is designed. Oh shoot, they have another Frederika at 109, so we're fighting an enemy that's going to have some pretty serious damage against us. Not great. Dragon Standard is the one that gives more movement, right? So let's begin with that. Just give our move up. We don't want to move immediately because we want the barrier. So I would normally just use that time to spy on my enemy's vision cards, which I kind of failed this time around. I was too slow to do that properly. So this time we're going to activate Bells and actually spy on them a little bit better. So they have Tidus, 120. He can't haste, so he's much weaker. Fenrir, Horncastle, and Slash Attack up. That's good. That means their Frederika is probably less of a threat than mine. Yeah, she is much weaker than ours, so that's pretty good. Yuna, always an issue though, so we still have to be careful around her. I'm not going to move because I want the barrier from Black Witch Helena again. I will move once that is taken care of. So they're also using a barrier, but theirs lasts for 3 turns, while ours lasts for however long we want, as long as we're not getting hit. So it's pretty good. And then their Frederika at this level, I don't even know if she has her barrier breaking capabilities. So we should have a pretty good shot at fighting her. Let's see what they do. So, of course, they also use Revitalize, that is expected, and then they're probably going to cast Re-Raise. I'm betting it'll be on Frederika. Nope, Fleet of Foot, huh? So they're going for early damage, I guess, with Fleet of Foot. She can land there, so she can not Energy Ray this position immediately. But if I move Shadowlynx, she might just get one-shotted by the enemy Frederika, which is not a good scenario, so I'll probably have to move in a little bit carefully here. Let's see what her range is. It's really hard to tell the range in this kind of map, so let's just move to the side there. And if she goes for a sharpshoot, she'll have to get in range of our own Frederika, I think, which would not be a bad scenario. Okay, she certainly cannot reach Shadowlynx from there, so that's pretty good. I guess we'll just move our own Frederika, use aimed fire, give us a little bit more ranged. I don't like this map very much because it encourages people to stay on top. You have 2 more height if you're here than if you're lower, which means the person on top has 2 more range compared to the one down there. So definitely not the best map design in my opinion. Just because it encourages camping, and that's an issue, especially in a class match where you disable Quicken, which is one of the primary ways of breaking camping. But we'll have to see how it goes. I am honestly expecting that I will be fighting enemy Frederikas all the time, because in this setup, she feels like she's an almost unbeatable unit. But maybe I'll be surprised, and that will not be the case. So here, Dark and Focus. I'm not sure why I'm advancing, to be honest. I'm not a patient player. I regularly love going in and fighting. That's what I enjoy about the game, and so maybe I'm not being patient enough here. It would be much better if I let them do the first move. So let's see, I can move all the way there, which I believe is not enough to land anything on anyone. So right now, this is not a good position to go. I could land there, but would that allow Yuna to hit me? Yes, she would be in range to holy me from there. While in this position, she cannot, so I guess I'll just move there and use... I'm too slow, I'm gonna run out of time. Yep, I timed out. Not great, but not the end of the world. So Yuna has re-raise, sure. Basically, their Frederika is going to have to come forward and commit if she wants to hit anyone. So we're eventually going to get an attack on her no matter what. I'll just move forward and not use anything. In this position, she can't barrage my guys because she would have to aim it here and only hit one. So she can try to barrage these two, which would be fine because it would put her in my range, and then Shadowlynx could probably go ahead and do something. But I may be wrong. And yeah, they have the high ground. It's a bad thing. I should not advance into them, but I feel like this player will not advance if I don't, right? It's kind of a trade-off where somebody has to do something. Otherwise, it's just looking at each other for forever. But I'm wondering if they're going to attack. They seem to be hesitating. Barrage? Okay, misses. Shadowlynx deals some damage to me. This Tidus, does he have Sutekidane? No, he does not. So, does he have any accuracy up? Yes, he does. So he's probably running Odin or something like that. So I can expect some form of threat from him. But what exactly? I don't know. And then Shadowlynx has some issue with her height range, so that's not great. What we're going to do is we're going to jump, and hopefully that guy does not think about pre-casting Holy in our current position. I don't expect it. I would be pretty surprised if they were to think about that, but it might happen. We'll see. She's still very healthy. I guess I can afford to just advance a little bit, and I guess use Resist Magic just in case Yuna comes in. I don't like my positioning, honestly. I feel like I'm throwing the game here. I should have moved my guys more carefully, because now Frederika cannot provide anything. She's just sitting there, not doing much for our team. And so, and even if she wants to move forward, we'll allow the enemy Fred to barrage us one more time. So I feel like I'm throwing a little bit there. But if they move here, what is she trying to do? Will she drop the Limit Burst on our own Black Witch Helena? No. That would have been an offensive move from them, which they did not choose, so I will not complain. Now, just wondering, can I do anything? I can hit Yuna, but for very weak damage. I will do it still because it puts some pressure on their team, and I know their Frederika, even if she were to barrage both my guys, she cannot kill anyone. And yeah, their Kiraga doesn't do anything. That's not a problem. Now, Tidus is very likely to miss. If he hits, he will one-shot her with 1300 attack, but she still has over 500 luck, so she is very hard to hit. And now, if Frederika, it's basically her last turn in this game, so they do take out her Black Witch Helena, which is a very high-value move, but now there's nothing else she can do. I do not want to go after Yuna, because Yuna will... she'll die, and then she'll come back immediately, so that's not good for me. I guess I'll just go there and Dark Haze. Yeah, I'm gonna kill her no matter what I do, huh? So I guess we'll just kill her for the first time then. She comes back to life, of course, but yeah, she'll have one more turn before our Frederika goes. But with the position that I've put my Lynx in, we might be able to follow up with Frederika and still hit their enemy Yuna. I did kind of screw up by putting Shadowlynx there because I'm blocking my own barrage. You can tell that it's the first time I'm running this team. It is not smooth at all. I probably just killed myself, yeah. That sucks. Re-raise is a big issue for my team because I can't deal with it. I'm noticing now that the enemy team's design... how do I want to put that? Because she has re-raise, I could not stop her. And because I could not use the stop status effect on her, she was able to live. So I could not even attack her, right? Because... she died. So I lost this match, and honestly, I lost it due to my poor playing. I'll have to be more careful if I want to make this team work. Oh, that's the motion top? Wow, what a shitty start to the season. Well, let's go ahead and get some better matches in now. So, queuing up for a second one. I feel kind of dumb about this first match because I designed a team that is hard to approach, and instead of letting the enemy team approach, I was the one doing it. So... I just threw away our entire advantage and our entire design just because I was not patient. And that's the thing about trying a new team composition. You have to try it out, see how it fits your style. I'm a player that's very used to playing bruisers, and that shows in the way I advance, right? I move in as if I can tank a couple hits from the enemy team, but that is not the case. Our team does not tank. Our team deals crazy damage. So this time, another gunner team, and let me tell you, I will not advance into them this time. I have done that mistake once, and I'll do my best not to repeat it. So, let's see how they do. Are they going to just stall forever, or are they going to do something a little bit more aggressive? This is a 120 Fred along her friendly Niv'Lu. They have all the range in the world. I don't... Yeah, it's what I was expecting out of this season, a bunch of fight against other missile teams, but it's also what I feared because I have the impression that these are going to be very boring matches. But let's see how it goes, I might be mistaken. Now, they have Niv'Lu, Revitalize on Niv, so that's surprising. It means Fred might actually run out of AP early in the game. More... agility, sure, so she wants to go as fast as possible, I guess. We do possess the Knight's Blessing, so that's an advantage on our end. Let's see what they do. They have the option of Ildyra's Limit Break, but they also run Knight's Blessing, of course. Teams, there's basically no team that does not run Knight's Blessing in this game right now, so unless you don't own it, you're going to run that. There's no reason not to. So here, I want to have them advance first. Like I was saying earlier, giving up the high ground in this map basically means throwing the game. And so we don't have much choice but to keep it and let them have the initiative. And that's where the game design is poor, because they have the exact same thinking. They should not abandon the high ground. But if nobody does, it's just going to be a staring contest forever and nobody's ever going to win. So they used aim fire, good. Are they going to be impatient or are they just going to run away? And if, yeah, it's really a shitty design for this map to make it so that both teams have an advantage if they don't do anything. We're going to use Darkened Focus because why the hell not? Some more accuracy on our team will not be a bad thing. And then I guess we could begin spreading out a little bit, but I don't want to. I want to give them the impression that I will never move and never do anything until they get into my range. That way I'm hoping to trigger a mistake from the enemy team. It's as simple as that. Yeah, they are not doing anything right now either. Let's see. Their Frederika will probably... How much accuracy does their Niv'Lu have? She has some accuracy up, so I don't know, but she doesn't have that much luck. So what I'm going to do is I'll use Utsusemi for as much evasion as possible, and I'll move there. This means I'm almost in range to go and hit them, and then their Frederika could decide to sharpshoot me if she wants to, but I'm pretty sure she needs to move closer to do that, so it's kind of a bait. Pretty sure she will have to go there, and even then she might be able to barrage and not sharpshoot. I'm not sure. I'll move my own Fred right here and wait. That way I cannot be hit by an enemy barrage. See, let's move there instead. So she can go ahead and attack my Shadowlynx, or they can try to run away. We'll see what they pick. So they move forward. I don't think she can one-shot Shadowlynx because of the barrier we have. So that could be good. Vigilance, they're running, getting a bit more AP. She could also be going for Shadowlynx, but with Niv'Lu, I think she might just lack the accuracy to do anything. So here we go, the enemy is chickening out. That is going to be one boring match, if that's all that happens. I guess we're going to start moving in our separate ways, making sure that nobody gets in range for a chain for no reason. So they still have the threat of the Ildyra's limit break that will give them several turns very quickly. So I have to be careful about that. Can barrage reach anybody? Right now, I can't. See, I am actually very far from reaching anyone. But the issue is, just like last game, if I'm going there, I'm leaving my high ground advantage, and I don't want to do that. So where can that little lady move? All the way there, but all I can do from there is shuriken, not even. I can actually not do anything from this position, so it's not a good one. And from here, I could advance, but I don't like that. So I guess the best move is probably to go somewhere around here for now. And Utsusemi again, so all that they can hit me with is sharpshoot. That way, again, if she wants to hit me, she has to commit and come in closer. Pretty sure this is in range, but if she goes for it, she'll be in range of our own Frederika that has the higher ground. So kind of trying to give them a bait. They're not taking it, running away. We have 30 turns left. Will we just be staring at each other for 30 turns is the big question. Yeah, this season is looking like it'll be a little bit grim. Teams will probably just do a lot of staring. Poor map design, honestly. I liked the previous season where the high ground was in the middle, because that gave you a reason to rush for the high ground early on. Right now, see, they're just running away, and honestly, it's unfortunately a good decision, which is what angers me so much. I don't want to abandon the high ground, but I guess I'll have to because I'm impatient. And that is informing me that I should probably change my team design because I am not a good player for it. I am very impatient, and so I can't play it well. Let's see what they decide to do. Nothing, I guess. They're just gonna stall until the very end. They might do that, actually. I think they will. Target? Sure. Whatever you want. I dislike this map very much. So far, 2 out of 2 players have been running Frederika and missile teams. The other one had a little bit of a more versatile team composition, so it was not as bad. With this one, I feel like it's a bit of an issue. But let's see what happens. I'm just going to use Dragon Standard, get some more mobility. At this point, if I move Black Witch Helena further forward, she's going to be in range. She's already almost in the enemy team's range, so that is not good. I will not give them the satisfaction of hitting us whenever they like. I'll just use this and stay in position. They need to commit at least a little bit if they want an advantage. I will be meeting them halfway, but I will not be playing entirely into their game. One thing that's a weakness of Shadowlynx is she doesn't have a lot of height variation on her attacks, so it is very hard for her to do anything in this position. Okay, are you going to give me something? Anything? No? Let's see. I think she can hit, actually, Black Witch Helena with her limit burst from there. But maybe not. It's hard to tell if it has one more range than her basic attacks. And then the same will go for Milady Frederika, who could go ahead and throw a barrage right now, but that's probably going to miss. They don't do anything. God, how fucking boring is this going to get? I mean, I don't care. Do I have a way of cracking that nut, or do I not? That's the question. I'm scared of Ildyra. I guess I'm just going to wait. I don't want to give them anything more than that. We're going to lose by draw if we need to. Huh. So that's a weakness of my team design. Or, well, yeah, it is the map, but it is also a weakness of my team design that there is no built-in way to crack that stalling game. I can advance, I can try a bunch of stuff, but at the end of the day, I feel like if I try anything, I'm just giving them the game. Even moving there was probably a weakness, because now she can barrage my Frederika and start dealing some damage, probably. But let's see. If she attacks from there, I will be able to attack her back. So that would be satisfying. And then the movement up from Shadowlynx has not expired yet. So, okay. They finally decided to move in and do something. So I guess it's time we do the same. If I move there, oh, they're all going to take turns very early on, very soon. So it's pretty risky. I guess I'll do that, and then we'll see what happens. So my Shadowlynx is currently not hittable by her Frederika during this turn, but Frederika can move there and decide to throw a barrage on top of the previous attack that we just took. If she moves here, she's actually getting in my AoE range, so I feel like that would be a mistake from her. But what they will do very soon is use Ildyra's Limit Burst and give everybody another turn, which is pretty scary. Now, she moved in range. Tenderball Rose is not a kill. Devastation is a kill because it breaks barriers, and it will resolve before anything else happens. So that's good. Now that she is dead, I don't have to keep fighting. I could decide to just move back and force them to advance. So Ildyra's limit break to try to give a double turn to Frederika, in which she can decide to sharpshoot, or she can decide to try to barrage, but she can't hit more than one people. So that's probably going to be double sharpshoot on Shadowlynx, if she can get 2 turns. Oh, no limit burst. Why? What's the process, the thought process behind that decision? Yep, don't know. I want these to be fun to watch, but a stalling game like this is not the most entertaining battle, so I guess I apologize for that, even though I don't control it very much. My own Fred still not in range, but looking at the turn order, I'm going to get a turn before them, unless, of course, their Frederika gets another turn, thanks to Ildyra. But let's see if we can make sure that doesn't happen. 85% stop chance, yup. Oh, come on. 85% chance to stop? Not enough? What do I need? 100%? What's going on? Well, now we might lose. She'll land another one of these. Oh, actually, I'm being a bit dumb. Instead of moving forward with my Black Witch Helena, I should just move backwards and not give them another target, because even if they kill Shadowlynx, it's not enough to win the game. It will be 2 units versus my 2 units that have more HP. But looks like they're wondering what to do. That is their last turn in the fight. So I lose Shadowlynx, but I will win by turns now. I'll try to see if I can hit them. Yes, I can. So I'll deal 1 more hit, kill their Frederika, and I guess end up winning. Not the most entertaining match, but a win is a win. And then I get back to Diamond 1, so that's good. Alright, so we've done 2 matches so far. We are at 1 win, 1 loss. My main issue is the fact that I'm not patient enough to run this team comp properly, so I really need to focus on maintaining the main advantage I have, which is my my range. And if I don't do that, I'm going to lose. I'm really more used to play bruisers, as I often say, so that leads to some mistakes, and if it keeps happening, I might have to swap out Black Rose Helena for another bruiser character instead. That would help me out immensely in terms of playing in a style that I'm comfortable with, but I believe for this map, it's not as good a team comp. So let's see, we have one enemy Tidus. In this current rule set, I think Tidus is weaker than usual. But again, 3 fights in a row where I fight an enemy Frederika. This time she is paired with the King Mont and Tidus, so they should normally be the ones moving forward first. I don't see much of a reason why they would not. And their Frederika is pretty weak overall, so looking at their setup, I feel like I should win this. They don't have Sutikidane, they don't have a very strong Tidus because of that. King Mont might be an issue, 62 defense, but he should be weak versus magic quite a bit, so not too scary overall. We're going to use Revitalize. Their team has to close in on ours to win, so that plays to our advantage, and they are not in a position to use something like Knight's Blessing, so I don't know. I just hope that it doesn't turn out to be another staring contest. That is extremely boring, and so hopefully they have some balls and decide to move into us earlier. Maybe, maybe not, right? That's the way it goes. We won't know until they play. Right now, at least they're not trying to move away from our team in the first turn. That's already a good sign. What is King Mont going to do? I'm kind of wondering. Evasion, max HP, and agility. So they're trying to go fast and quickly, but their damage overall should be pretty weak. Their Frederika doesn't have that much attack, and Tidus has quite a bit, but not nearly as much as what he has using Sutikidane. So should I immediately use Wish for Peace? It does give me 3 turns of safety, so it seems like it might be a good move. Then what about her? Well, what would happen if I were to go there? Would she immediately be in range to sharpshoot me? Yes, she would. So let's not do that and instead just go there. You know what, for now, I won't move far forward. I'll just go here, because if their Frederika wants to hit me, she will be forced to get into range of my own Frederika. So, and I'll have Frederika sit here. Now, I don't like it because I'm kind of giving my enemy the idea that I'll move forward, which is not necessarily my intention. But I guess we'll have to see. Maybe I should just stay in the high ground. Let's see what they do. Are they going to come down and meet me? They haven't used bells on any of their melee characters, so... Nope! It's going to be a staring contest. Yay! Okay. Yeah, that map is an issue. Frederika is way too good if she stays on top. So they also use aimed fire, and now hopefully King Mont goes down and decides to move forward a little bit. But I feel like that's not what they'll do. Nope, they use double resist, and they're just going to stay in place for the next couple thousands of years. What should I do? If I move Shadowlynx there, their Frederika is going to get a turn. Maybe 2 before Shadowlynx gets another one. I guess I'll just use it to semi so that the only thing the enemy Frederika can do to hit me will be a sharpshoot. So that gives me some options. And then if I move my own Frederika here, I can't hit them now, but they're going to have the choice. Do they hit my Frederika once, or do they simply hit Shadowlynx? They will not be able to do both, so that should be good. And then Black Witch Helena being here might allow them to use Barrage, but I think I'll just put her here so that if they use Barrage on everyone, then yeah, it'll do some damage to me, but it'll miss Shadowlynx, and it'll put their own Frederika in danger. From here, pretty sure she can already land Sharpshoot without moving forward, which would allow her to Sharpshoot and move back. If that happens, they might just win from that. So I think I moved a little bit too far forward. But then again, if I want to reach, I need to be forward a little bit. So kind of not sure what the right decision is here. They're banking on some evasion, but I don't see this possibly working. Is he casting haste? Maybe they did not read the rules and they don't know haste is a thing. Is not a thing in this map. I don't know. So it is sharpshoot from this position. Wow, that's barely any damage. I can take 2 more and haste guy will not work. So looks like my opponent did not actually read the rules for this season. That's a bit surprising, but let's see what happens now. With Frederika's position, I cannot stop her, but I will play before her, I'm pretty sure, and I can blind her or blind Tidus. So blinding Frederika will not give me much of anything, but let's see what happens here. I can go here and barrage all of them, which is not bad. Can I get barrage from here? Probably not, because the pillar's blocking me. And from here, what's going to happen? I can hit everybody but Tidus. From this position, though, I'm pretty sure I allow King Mont to hit me if I stay there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, because of this? Yeah, I think he can disable me, but I'm also hitting Tidus, which isn't bad. I think I'll take it. Oh, reflex, of course. And a miss! Wow, I'm kind of surprised that I missed the enemy Tidus here. Let's see what happens if I move in range here. I can use horizontal jump, potentially. That won't do much, but in terms of action order, I could dodge Tidus' turn with that, or I could just use Dark Haze, blind potentially Frederika, or Tidus. Very low chance of doing anything here. I guess I'll go ahead and blind Frederika. That feels like a good move. No blind, okay. Not great RNG here. Now, what is Tidus' luck? 353. He has a very high luck. He might be able to hit our 540 luck Shadowlynx, but that will require some good RNG on his part, and it will put him in range of Black Witch Helena shortly. Looks like he goes in front. I'm not sure what he's thinking, but we have the option of dropping another barrage on Frederika's next turn if she's not disabled by the enemy King Mont. Cheer, okay, so that's a good move by the enemy team. Black Witch Helena slowly moving into position. She's a little bit too slow for our team. That's an issue I'm noticing, is I can't follow up quickly enough. I think another sharpshoot will not kill Shadowlynx here. But they kind of have to take care of our own Frederika as well. So we might have a shot. Yep. So we block the second one. If Frederika is the only one that can hit Shadowlynx, we might be good. If she had not procced Reflex on the previous barrage, she would already be dead. And that would be a very, very good position. But right now, it's not that good. King Mont is an accurate character, but I don't think he can reliably hit her. Nope. Misses. So that's really good. And in that position, I can move there and barrage, I guess, the 2 of them. I want to take out the one that has a good chance of hitting our Shadowlynx. So we will do that. One good problem solved. And now what I should do is just move out of his range and kill them all. But I'll try to stop Tidus first. It does land, so that's pretty good. I have no reason to stay within King Mont's range, so let's just move as far away as we can for now, and we'll force him to follow an attack so that we have a good shot here. Now, Devastation would land on Tidus and kill him. Same for Black Rose's Hex, I believe. Yes. Does King Mont play in between? No. So I guess we'll just cast it and kill him. That will be another one out, and it should be the win. So Tidus is out. Stop was not that impactful, but it prevented him from dodging. So that's the reason to do it. Our Shadowlynx has much more luck than what Black Witch Helena has. So at that point, I might have made a mistake by allowing Black Witch Helena to potentially be disabled. But I don't see how King Mont could have enough damage to kill everybody before the end of this fight. Let's see if they surprise me somehow. So he just played a turn, started hitting us. We could just run away at that point, because as long as I have more than 1 unit alive, I win at the end of the timer. But let's see. Seems like he's waiting a long time. Okay, he does play. My best option for him is either to try to do poison or disable. Disable would be pretty fun, so let's try that one out. Does not land, so Not, we did not manage to get rid of him just yet. Now, what does Shadowlynx do? I think I'll go in his back and just try to stall him. I can either build a big chain and have some dark chaining, or I cannot stop him or blind him because he's immune to both these status effects. So I guess a dark chain is the best bet I have right now. So we'll do that. It's barely any damage. Of course, it's not there to actually do damage, but with the chain, I can now one-shot him with my limit burst. So that is, well, one-shot. He's already damaged, but you get what I'm saying. It's a pretty high amount of damage thanks to the 3-hit Dark Chain. So we take King Mont out, and that's 2 victories in a row. Not that bad. So going into our third match, so far 1 loss, 2 wins, which is not a good ratio. I want more than that. Ruined Sterne, I'm wondering if that's a Cheeseblade build where they're going to use Keenblade and Ildyra to try to rush me as much as possible. No, it's not. It's actually an opposite evasion build. Interestingly enough, we have more range than they do on their build, so it doesn't scare me that much, and we're actually pretty far, so I'll begin with Dragon Standard for some more mobility. That is a very, very powerful buff to have. And we don't need the evasion buff just now because they're probably going to just buff for a couple turns. They do have the accuracy up, so obviously they will be very strong. Shadowlynx, 380 luck. She doesn't have as much luck as ours, so I guess that's good. Black Witch Helena, though, is built for luck. Okay, interesting. We have Sharpshoot and Black Rose's Judgment from Black Witch Helena that are guaranteed hit abilities, so I'm not very scared of how that will turn out. Unless I do some positioning mistakes, where I sacrifice Frederika for no reason, we should have this in the bag. Let's see what they choose to do. So he moves behind this to get some protection and uses Revitalize. So 1 powerful move down on their part. I know Ruined Sterne is the biggest threat for my team. Shadowlynx, Fleet of Foot, so I guess she's a samurai and she needed a TMR for some extra mobility. But as it stands, I will probably kill her pretty quickly if I get the chance to hit her. Now, what can I do with her? Can I hit anyone? No, I can't. Anyways, I need to cast my barrier first. It would be a pretty dumb move to not do that. So we'll use this. It's done. It's cast. Now, what can she do? I could send her here and blind, potentially. Let's see what that would look like. It would be Dark Haze for a 31% chance to blind, which is not enough for me to take that risk. So I'll stay here for now, and I'll use the Wish for Peace for some more luck. With this, there is a pretty high luck difference between me and the enemy. I have 566, and their Shadowlynx has, I believe, 300 something. So we are clearly much more evadey than they are at this current point. Now let's see what happens if I go here and Sharpshoot. There, I can't. 1 square off. What about Barrage? Can I hit? 100% chance to almost one-shot her. I'm gonna take that. Let's see if I crit. No crit. Well, that was close from being a kill. At that point, I'll use Darken Focus for some extra accuracy on top of it. I know they can be evadey if need be, so we'll make sure to get every little edge we can. Now that they've taken damage, they are forced to engage. They cannot stall and make us advance, because if they do, we'll win by the timer. I am no longer forced to advance, so we immediately have grabbed a pretty good advantage. But Shadowlynx might be able to reach our Frederika. No, she's not. They're going to try to heal. On this map, that will not work. Even if they were to heal for every remaining turn of the fight, I don't think it would be enough. So he has to go in and try to reach me. But I don't think he can do it. So Utsusimi, she is now very evadey for 1 turn. But all that does is it's going to make me use Sharpshoot. So let's see what I want to do with her. Again, I could decide to go for the Dark Haze with a very low chance of blinding. I still can't reach, but what I'll do instead is I'll stay here, and I'll use my own Utsusimi so that she can dodge. I have no reason to put my units in danger, unless, there's literally no reason for me to go into their range right now. I'll just take away Shadowlynx, and I will give them the initiative. They have to close in, and they have to take the risks. Because now it's a 2-on-3. That is exactly the reason why my opponents in the previous matches were trying to stay on the high ground. You can see just how powerful that strategy is against an enemy that does not use Frederika, which is why I think she's the most dangerous unit in this class match season, probably alongside King Mont, because if he gets in range and drops his powerful abilities, he just wins the fight by himself. Now, what can I do? Devastation will not do anything, and neither will Black Rose's Hex, so we're just not in range. Again, no reason to take a risk. I'll just stay there calmly and do my job slowly, which right now means trying to stop this guy. If I land the 70% stop, I just win. So, we do. Okay, so that one's out, so we can now officially go for the enemy Black Witch. Can we sharpshoot from here? No, we need one more square. And from here, can she get to us? 1, 2, 3. So from that position, what does it look like? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty sure she cannot reach us. So we'll just throw the first one, deal a little bit of damage. And even if she does reach us, right, our own Black Witch will then hit her. So that would not be the end of the world. But just in case, we're going to give ourselves some more magic resistance to perhaps give our Frederika a chance of surviving. We're running Frederika at a very high amount of faith, so I don't think she could survive, but why not? Pretty sure Black Witch cannot reach. I think she can only get to this square right now. Yep. So, one last 3 wins. And we're finally in promotions, so now we just need to win the next 2 matches. Okay, let's go. Final match. Yeah. These, since I took a break and reflected on my defeats, I think I have a better grasp of how to play my team now. It really need to just stay calm, don't rush the enemy team for no reason, and use my longer range to my advantage. They have an enemy 9S, which makes me think he's going to be paired with Frederika, and they want to leverage range. But I might be wrong. If it is a Frederika, that means it is. Yay. So I fought an enemy Frederika in 4 of my 5 matches today. I can imagine this trend will continue for the rest of the season, and it is pretty annoying. Let's see if it's another camper player, or if he actually decides to move forward. I don't like the fact that their team is going to have missile resistance up on everybody. That's not good for me. And more damage on their own Frederika. But this guy, only 700. He's level 99, so he's a weaker version of 9S. Then she also doesn't have much attack. Probably not that much accuracy either. They don't have an accuracy up card on their team. So we might have an edge. I'm curious to see what is the enemy Frederika's level. Does she match ours? She's 120. She has more attack, more agility. Overall, better stats than our own, so yeah, she is the biggest threat on the enemy team. If we can take her out, we will likely win, and if she survives, she'll win. What I don't like is I'm pretty sure this enemy player will just wait for me to advance into them, which I do not want to do. So yeah, they begin by casting Target, probably will not move, or will move next to her Frederika. Frederika will have bells in their setup in that case. Yep. So, how do I take her out? I know from previous matches that my Shadowlynx with the barrier can probably take 1 arrow before going down. That means if the enemy Niv'Lu lands a hit, or 9S, and then Frederika lands a sharpshoot, we just lose Shadowlynx. That's pretty terrible for us. So how are we going to move into them? I think the right answer is we won't. We'll give them the impression that we'll just wait here forever, and we hope that the enemy team decides to move first. So if I don't even move my characters, they will probably think I'm going to camp here forever and start moving forward. Or at least, that's what I'm hoping. Are they going to do the exact same thing and decide not to move? Maybe. If they do, it's the right decision, which is why this map is such a problem. So yes, they do make that decision. So now it's a fight of whoever grows tired of waiting first. Not the best thing in the world, but let's see how we can make that work. Are they going to crack? they start trying something. So I'm happy. This is what I need them to do. So now that they moved here, they're checking their range, just moving. I want you to go down the stairs. Go down the stairs. 9S is such a strong buffer. Now it's going to be really hard to take them out. We do have the barrier that I believe they don't have. Yeah, so that's one major advantage, but it doesn't mean it's going to be easy to take them out by any means. At that point, if I want to advance in a position where they can hardly follow, I guess what I'll do is I'll put Shadowlynx in the opposite corner of the map. First, I'll use Wish for Peace. And then I'll put her in a position where she can flank the enemy team or just rush them. Or if their Frederika wants to reach there, she's going to have to put herself in a little bit of danger. From here, she can potentially... No, she can't do anything. So what should I do with my own Frederika? I guess I can move there and then wait. And hopefully they don't just decide to move back and let me engage, because that would suck. But we'll see. Please try something. Oh, nice. She could drop the limit burst or something. What is she going to try? I'm kind of afraid. She has more range than I thought, but she doesn't seem to dare attack. What's her luck? 322. We have way more luck than she does at 540, so I don't think she has much chance to hit, even with the accuracy buff from 9S. Maybe I'll be surprised though. I think they're considering it, so it must be some decent chance. But the timer runs out instead, so what does their Frederika do now? She goes here, probably considering a sharpshoot, but I'm pretty sure they can't from this position. If they can, I just threw the game, probably, because I'll take some serious damage for no reason. I want them to come it forward, not to the side. Yeah, she has a move 3. Okay. How do I close in on them? It's the one big issue, the one reason why I might want to run 9S, just so I'm able to move forward on enemy teams. But it doesn't seem like they're going to allow that for me, so I'll wait here. That is done. Pretty sure the enemy Niv'Lu cannot hit us. And if that's the case, I might be able to move forward with Shadowlynx and just decide to use aimed fire. Sure, some extra range, I don't mind. Oh, interesting position that they took. Are they giving me the barrage? Nope, 1 height range away from being able to barrage them. But if I go there, then they will be able to barrage me back. So that's a pretty terrible spot to be in. What should I do? I guess this position does not give them an easy barrage between my units. So I'll just move there and then wait. And so they will be able to hit me. Oh no, I think I just sacrificed Frederika for no reason here. That might be the case, and if it is, I might just be an idiot. I don't know. I'll move Shadowlynx here, I guess, and Utsusimi. Oh my god, I have no idea what I'm doing against this enemy team. Either I need to learn my team comp better, or this map better, or this matchup better, I'm not sure what, but against ranged, how do you crack that? I don't know. I should watch some better players than myself, maybe, to get some better insight. Usually I have a good planning. Here the idea is they could go for a sharpshoot on Shadowlynx, but not hit me with anything else, thanks to Utsusimi. So I'm not afraid of Niv'Lu hitting me. And because of that, I might be fine. But then again, Niv'Lu will limit break Frederika, followed by a barrage from the enemy Frederika. And I still won't be able to reach with my own Black Witch, Helena. Or at least that's the trend I can imagine coming into here. And if it happens like this, we're just going to lose. Nope, they go for sharpshoot. Terrible. That's almost a one-shot. That's crazy damage. And then I think she plays again. Oh my god, she's going to play again before Shadowlynx? That doesn't make any sense. It's so strong. Their Frederika has way more agility than anyone on our team. So Black Witch moves forward, which means if their Frederika does not run away, we might have a shot, but she can sharpshoot me from there, which means she'll just throw another sharpshoot and then run away. And we won't be able to reach her with our own Fred because they have the high ground. So I just made a mistake by moving forward, and now I'm going to lose. This season is going to suck. If that, what I'm understanding of the way these matches work is the only way I can win is by waiting and camping. And if that's the case, I don't want to play this season. I don't want to play that like this. Maybe I'll change my team. Maybe I'll find a way. But so far, this is the experience that I'm seeing, and I don't like it. But we'll see. Maybe they just gave me a nice AoE on their units and made a mistake. But their Frederika will hit me. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. By going here, I give them a barrage on my entire team. But if she takes the barrage, she's not hitting Shadowlynx. So I might have a shot. I am not sure what to do. I can sharpshoot and not do much, so I guess barrage is the better choice. Can I barrage from one square further here? No, I need to move all the way there. Well, I mean, need to take some risks at some point. So we kill Niv'Lu, good. And then if she goes for the barrage, she's going to kill Black Witch Helena. She's going to hit Frederika and not kill her. And 9S will be able to finish Frederika, but then they'll be in danger from my Shadowlynx. Or she could sharpshoot Shadowlynx and not hit my Frederika, which will give me a little bit of an edge. What will they pick? They pick the barrage, of course, and it's exactly as we expect. We have one remaining unit, and now Shadowlynx gets a turn. What can she make happen? Nothing. She's not in range to do much. That is not great. Let's see. Dark Haze, not a one-shot. A very small chance to blind. Horizontal jump, of course, not an option. I'll just use Dark Haze and hope that it deals enough damage for the barrage to then kill the enemy Frederika. That's a bad moment in the setup where if they land... Like, if this guy kills my Fred, which he probably can, then my Shadowlynx is going to get sharpshooted and I'll lose. If this guy cannot kill Fred, wow. I'm sorry, player. Reflex is not a fair way to win, but if it is the way I win, I'll take it. I guess I'll just say that's what you get for camping the high ground. So I kill their own Fred. I benefit from insane luck. I should not win, but it is how it is, and I guess I'll take it. I can just stay here and let Shadowlynx finish the match. So I'll move next to this guy and use Shadow Tether. I have a chance to stop, even if he were to somehow survive. There we go. Okay, not a win I deserve. It was due to Reflex, but I'll take it. Now we have one win towards our promos. So that was it. Day one thoughts. Not sure how this season is gonna go. I feel like Frederika just wants to camp, and that's troublesome because, I mean, if you're running Missile, both sides are just going to want to camp, and the one that gives up the camp is going to lose more times than not. But we'll have to see how that goes. So far, the results for the first day are not great, not bad. 1 loss out of 4. I should do better if I want to reach my goals. So that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll be recording some more matches throughout the season to show you just how the progress goes. So thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day.